I am diagnosed with manic bipolar with psychotic tendencies, but I have a service animal today that, he's going to be involved in this story. But I'm no longer on meds. Gave it to God, and boy, life is straight. But this came up, so I want to talk about it. I was selling a pole saw, and somebody hit me up and said that they was on their way, and they told me where they were coming from, and it don't take 4 hours to freaking, you know what I mean? So all these dings, ding ding, because I was selling a pole saw, and I ended up selling it. Well, this dude ends up at my house 48 hours later, and when he jumped out, like, he's all tatted up, but he been eating one too many Big Macs. Just being real, just giving them. But I could tell he has prison mannerisms. And I'm just like, all right, this is gonna be interesting. But because he was late, he was mad at me for selling something when he said he'd be right out. But so I started talking to him. I said, look, man, I ain't got that no more, but I do got this other piece of equipment. I was selling it for this, but I'll give it to you, since you're here. And he kept pushing and prying and like trying to, how can I say, kind of like debo me into giving it to him for like way cheaper, because I showed up like, yeah, 48 hours later. But regardless, okay. So the whole time he's trying to put down on me, and I'm just looking at this dude like, yo, the loudest ones in the room are usually the weakest ones in the room. So I'm giving this dude grace. He don't know nothing about me. He don't know about the OG that's down there. I put in my work back in the day. But he don't realize I've been in prison. He don't realize none of it. And I'm just looking at this dude like, I'm gonna allow you to do all this. So when I told him, I said, look, bro, I'm not gonna finagle with you, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go back inside. So at this time, I left my door open. My dog won't come out unless he's invited. So I know my dog's up there. So when I started to walk back, this is where the dude starts raising his voice. And without me looking, I can just see him doing all that. And this time, man, I stopped. I put the equipment down. I turned around. I said, bro, you've been running your mouth the whole time you've been here, bro. And it's like, and you keep pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. And now I step to him, and now he's coming to me. But now that I'm speaking to him, now his two homies in the freaking truck when I come out. And I start giggling. I say, oh, y'all want to get out up on me? Check it. JEFE. And what they said was, whoever you calling ain't going to be here in time. I said, you think so? Me, JEFE. Then I peeled my shirt off. They was like, yeah, I'm not going through that. But you never know who you're dealing with, man. Just show respect, show love. I'm not about talking about violence, but that's just, it happened to me, and that's what really happened. Like, my dog showed, boom, like that.